Fringlish.
Fringlish.
Alors, bonsoir tout le monde. Sournois. Bonsoir tout le monde. But anyway,
Get Arjuna to translate whatever you
no, you don't have to translate. I've been in America for so long, man. So what's wrong with you, my son? And as you say, I always in extase because of Srila Prabhupada, my dear Guru, my dear spiritual father, and by the grace of my Guru Bhakti Tika Swami, always joyful, always chant the holy name. Something you forgot is I always do the kirtan also with my dear friend. I know you're going to be so nervous. Peter, we all the time play together. He's the one. Okay, thank you so much. And just bear my accent.
I don't want you. I will bear it. It is mine now. She can bear it.
Are we grizzly bearing it? Bearing it?
No, teddy bear it.
Oh, okay.
Krishna is all good, you know. Very, very good. I love him. Not only I, everybody should love him. Because Krishna is Samambala, the beginning and the end. So the thing I will talk actually, like Krishna was teaching Arjuna how to develop the spiritual eye. He said to Arjuna, you let me read it a little bit. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give to you divine eyes by which you can behold my mystic appearance. You understand that? It was too much French accent. Or? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And let me read a little bit part of the purport by Srila Prabhupada. No, you don't want to turn anyway. Devotees who are correctly situated in a transcendental relationship with Krishna are attracted by loving features, not by a godless display or opulences. The playmate of Krishna, the friends of Krishna, and the parents of Krishna never want Krishna to show his opulences. So actually, a devotee, I don't want to say only a Krishna devotee. Everybody are a devotee in a certain level, because some people can be offending, you know, like only the spiritual people or devotee or Krishna devotee. No, we have to say devotee in plural. Everybody are a devotee, but in different levels. So a devotee is not interesting to see the opulence of Krishna. A devotee is not interesting to see you know, the what Krishna can offer him. The devotee is just want to serve Krishna. And when we endeavor ourselves to serve Krishna, to please Krishna, we can see Krishna everywhere. That's what they call the spiritual vision. And talk about the physical eye yet. So the spiritual vision, when you develop a spiritual vision, you see Krishna everywhere, like the pure devotee, Krishna, Srila Prabhupada. You see Krishna everywhere, in the demon, the animals, in the angel. Krishna is in everybody's heart. So actually, the thing I want to talk now, the physical eye is a gift. Not only the physical eye, but one of the gifts very important Krishna gives us and save us to not die every second. If we don't have a physical eyes, especially when you're driving, if you're driving For 1 second, you close your eye, you're dead. Everybody know about that? But some people can say, but how about the blind people? Yeah, that's true. Blind people, because they cannot see, so they survive for many years, even longer than people can see. But I mean, the blind people, they get the scent, they can feel, they get a sense, they can feel. But if we try to close our eye, we don't have the power to have the sense to see things, so we can die anytime. Like Srila Prabhupada said, every second in this material world is a danger. And also it's death. We can die anytime. So 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, like I explained to some people also, I was riding my electric scooter, like a young man, like a young blood, I was riding so fast. I can't help it. I got so much chi in me, and I know I should ride slow, but okay. And I was in a bike line, and this homeless guy, he just put himself in the front of me suddenly. Oh my God, Krishna! Oh my God! But Krishna gave me the reflex, because I always have some good reflex, and we don't get it. I'm like, shoo. But the reflex could kill me too, because I went to the left side, the car could come and kill me. So to save this idiot guy, I try to to be, huh? What is that?
That's what I'm saying. You were trying to sacrifice.
I try to save him and sacrifice my life. This is a devotee mentality. A devotee, he think about others. He don't think about himself. So I was trying to save this guy. Even my life is more important than him. Some people will say that my life is more important than his homeless. We should not say that, because he got the super soul in his heart. So out of love, out of respect for life, so I was about to sacrifice my life, But I was so mad when he did that. I screamed at him. Wow, like a life. I said, I can't believe that. And the thing when we have this physical eyes, everybody know about it, but they forget about it. Krishna gives us this beautiful gift. It's not only one of the gifts, but the eye, because if you don't have the eye, I don't talk about blind people, but if you don't have this eye, your eye open, if you don't have the eyes, anything can happen. You can die every second. That is like you're breathing. When you breathe, when you inhale, it's life. You exhale, so the eye is the same thing. When you close your eye for 1 second, you're dead, especially when you're driving. Dead. I bet anybody in this room, can you drive your car by closing your eye? No. So, thank you. So we have something we have to thank Krishna. God, He gives us all the tools. He gives us this beautiful technology body to employ, to thank Him. And we forget, no, bro, wait. I'm sorry. And that made me realize, really, because I almost lost my life. I don't say many times, maybe 2 or 3 times. That made me realize, some people say, I don't see God. No, Srila Prabhupada said, don't try to see God. Try to make Him see you. Because Krishna gives us everything to be able to see Him. You don't have to come with us. You don't have to come to us to see Him. Who we are. I want to see God. No, you have to act a certain way to please Him, like you can be able to see Him. Because Krishna gives us the physical eye, but He gives us the spiritual eye, and the spiritual eye can be developed more and more when we chant His name. We call His name. Call His name, He will appear to you. But don't expecting you can see God by your ego stuff. Like some people say, oh, I see God. You see God? Yeah, God told me. What he told you? He told you something very, your mind thinking maybe. No, God don't come to nobody if you're not prepared, if you're not pure. You have to be pure in your heart. So that's the reason I say by practicing meditation, chanting his name for many years, we develop, like some people say, the third eye. More than the third eye, the eye of bhakti, love. We do have the love, and when you see Krishna, when we develop the love to Krishna like that, you see the love, it comes to us. Srila Prabhupada used to see Krishna all the time. Nothing to him, nothing with songs, nothing, no. In person, Srila Prabhupada one day, Srila Prabhupada was in his room. Radharani and Krishna appeared to him. He gave him a garden. Everybody know about it. He was so happy. So he went to the devotee. We had a nice kirtan. They had a nice kirtan. And told the devotee, Radharani, Krishna Radharani came to him. And then Krishna, when Srila Prabhupada was coming to America with the boat, the Jaladuta, and Srila Prabhupada was a very massive heart attack. And Krishna came to him. Krishna massaging. He was a pure devotee. Why Srila Prabhupada was able to see Krishna, see Krishna with his physical eye, and spiritual eye too, and feel Krishna? Because, like Srila Prabhupada said, don't try to see Krishna. Try to make him see you. Because he gives us all the facility, he gives us all the love. So we are the one that to reach to him. He's not the one that to come to us. No, we are the one. We are the one that have to come to him. Say, please, how can I serve you? How we have to really be surrendered. By surrendering, we develop all this spiritual quality, including spiritual eyes. Everything in the Krishna, in a spiritual person, he have all the quality of a godly man. He talk only when it's very important. He talk only about Krishna kata. He talk about the self. He talk about everything spiritual. Everything he do spiritual. Everything in his life is spiritual. So that means a spiritual person in his lifetime is already in the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada said the spiritual world is just a state of mind. It's not the place. It's not only the place. It's a place too. But is you first of all, before you go to this place, you have to develop the state of mind. Because if you have the state of mind, if you don't have the state of mind, you can go to this place. Like some people, they don't believe in karma. They don't believe in spiritual. So how can they go? How can you go in one place if you don't know? If you don't believe in it? So you have to develop the state of mind. Like Srila Prabhupada says, a state of mind to go back to Krishna. If you never did, and how to develop the state of mind is by calling to his name. No matter which name, Yahweh, Jesus, Krishna, but be faithful and be for real. Some people are profound. They are profound. They just hypocrite. No, we have to be for real. And after many years of sadhana bhakti practicing, this thing come automatically on us. A pure devotee is no longer in a physical body. He's spiritual. His body becomes spiritualized. By practicing a lot of name of God, by chanting Hare Krishna, any name, your body becomes very subtle. And it passes the body of subtleness, becomes spiritual. And you know, and we're no longer part of this world. Like in the Bible says that we are part of this world, but we're that big part of this world. We are beyond. So that's why, because when death come, death can let you know also, but it can come sudden death also. So somebody got to be ready all the time. All the time. It's not to sound morbid, like my guru said. It's not to sound morbid. Some people say, "Oh, you spiritual, you Christianity, you're so morbid. You always think about death, everything." Of course, death is a reality. Death is not racist. You don't take only white people, black people. You take everyone. You don't take only the poor people, and you take the rich people. But the rich people, they suffer more because they're so attached to the thing. So is that why? So is that why we have to be prepared anytime? So by preparing anytime, by chanting His name, God gives us the spiritual vision. The spiritual vision to be alert, to be aware. Shabbat always says that. He said, death is always in the corner. It's always in the corner. We don't know. Do anybody know when they're going to die? I give you $12,000 if you can tell me when exactly. No?
Eventually.
Yeah? Eventually.
One day.
One day, but one day, like you say, one day, but you don't know the day. So nobody knows. So that's why you have to be prepared anytime. Death, like this in the Bible, it comes like a thief. It comes like a thief, take everything away. And so we have to learn how to be detached. Because when he comes like a thief, you say, "Oh, my dear death, my dear thief, you can take it. I don't care." You say, "Okay." So it's a man. He passed the test. So death become your servant. You say, "My God, I have to respect this person." Death no respect for a person who think is the owner of everything, who think is God, who think he can keep everything with himself. Death don't have respect for these people. Just snatching. But when you become a spiritual person, they become very humble to you. He bow to you. The scripture says that death become your servant, and we step in the head of death. The more fear thing in life, death. So he become your servant. The Krishna devotee who completely surrendered to Krishna, death become your servant because death himself is one manifestation of Krishna too. So when you become a spiritual person, why you have to be scared of death? Death is nothing. When I was at the hospital, I don't know why. I was shocked. I said, "Krishna, why I'm so happy?" I was so because I don't like to joke about myself because I'm always joyful because you know why? I'm always on one devotees. The Bible said, "Be on one, always live on one devotees." But if I was on one, crackhead, all this kind of thing, on one crackhead, all this kind of thing, I would say, "My God, please, God, take me." I was crying. Why you cry? Why you cry? Because you have something to report you. You did so much nonsense. You did so much nonsense. That's why you're afraid of death. But when I was at the hospital, I said to Krishna, "Take me." Oh my God. I never think like that before. Never. I said, "God, you can take me. I want to die now. And I was even surprised the way I was talking, the way I was thinking.
Oh, you said it out loud too.
Yeah. Take me. But it's not because I was suffering. No, I was not suffering physically. No, because why I said that? Why? You guys can never think why. Because I was thinking about my mother. She was such a dog. Oh, when I became devotee, she came with me to the temple dancing. She used to give me Lakshmi for the devotee, everything. My father was a good man too, he was a good provider, and my sister was passed away. So I said, that's the reason I want to die. It's not because it's suicidal mind, no. Because I said, "Krishna, I know I'm not ready, but if you take me, I don't mind. I can go to them where they are and become the guru, teach them about Krishna and bring them where they are. The Srila Prabhupada said, we have a family, we have a sister, you know, who live in a beautiful life, hellish life. So I would say, if we love what our mother and father did for us, they give us so much thing in our lives. That's the reason we are so happy in our life. So we are undating to them. But Srila Prabhupada said, only by being a devotee, you chant Hare Krishna, or you say so many generations. But me, I want to go deep. I want to go deeper. I said, why I'm so happy now? So I want to share this happiness with these people, with these people who suffer in a hellish condition. I want to go to see them. You know, maybe you know what? Like my mother and my father, they were good people. I cannot tell where they are, but they must be in one kind of nice place. But it's not the summum. It's not the place where the soul need to, have to be, spend time with Krishna, be with Krishna. No, we're supposed to be to the Gaurasundara. This is our original home. So I want to go over there to help them. I don't care. You can enjoy a lot. Enjoy a lot. Now I'm 67 now. Okay, I'm in good shape, everything, but anything happen to me, nobody should cry. Because when a devotee leave this world, it's for something better. Huh? No, baby, no cry. No, woman, no cry.
We're crying.
I'm kind of goofy when I give a class, but anyway. And so actually, I have to, not only me, I have to think that all of us, if we are Krishna devotee, what are you doing, young man? If you're a spiritual person, you're happy in this life, and you know you'll be happy in the next life. Because where come from this happiness? Is bliss, is spiritual. So why you have to be scared of death? No. Because you'll be even happier in the original place. So I say, you can die, everybody should be happy. I wasn't that. Do you remember the dream? Yeah, I was playing the drum. Come on, explain.
So I've known Gaurasundara for many years. He is my papa. I love him. And I once had this dream where I had died. And at first I was sad. So I was like, oh no, my kids are gone. What am I going to do? Whatever. So then I go up to this line where it's to go to your next life. And there's a long line. And I'm like, what's the holdup? And at the end of the line was Papa playing Murdanga, holding up the line to move on to your next life, just having a kirtan. I was like, yes, that is exactly what I'm doing.
So
hey, everybody, let's do a kirtan.
and you know, this is, I think so 10 years ago, I had a dream also. And in this dream, many, I don't know, there was devotee. They was behind me, and I was the first in the line in the front of a well. You know the well? And doing this, say, if you jump all the way to the well, you're going to find yourself in India. I said, man, because that was my dream. I even also the spiritual, but that was my dream to go in India because, when you become a Krishna devotee, you heard so many pastimes, so many holy dham. That was my dream to go there. And actually, this dream came true. This dream cannot came true. It cannot came true, but let me explain the rest of the dream. And I was hesitated to jump in the well. It was so deep. I said, like, I was so scared. So there was a young blood behind me. He pushed me because I was taking too long. He just jumped. I said, wow. And I was so hesitated. And I looked into my right side. I saw a ladder, in some well. Oh, we have a ladder. I said, okay. I went down the ladder. I find myself all the way down to the well. And I turned left or what, I can't remember. And so many people was dancing. Hold on, that's a good story. It's a good story. So many people was dancing, like how I was like in the spiritual world, very good. And I got up. I said, oh my God, that was a nice dream. And when I went later, 2006, for my Guru Samadhis, we have a big hyena and Food for Life. The hyena was so good. We were chanting, dancing. And that was not even a hyena. That was a parikrama. Parikrama. We went to 7 islands. 7 islands. Some people went barefoot. I didn't want to barefoot because I'm a city boy. and actually, we was distributing some pushadam to the village, and we stopped at one of a holy dam of Shankar. You know the home of Shankar. You know Shankars. You know the uncle Chital Mapo. And I was so tired after all this, dancing, pushadam, everything. I sit by one kind of cement thing, a cement. And I was so tired. And I look at my left side. I swear I'm not lying. It was the same well in my dream. I'm saying that was the same. It was the same well. And I'm looking at that. Oh my God, it was the same. And I look at that was the ladder also. I see, wow.
And did you pop out? You saw yourself pop out?
I took a picture of that. That was not a logo. You have to look. I took a picture of it. But that was amazing. So I have a couple of dreams like that, So many, not so many, but a few dreams. So I mean, when you live, I try to live my life. I don't live the best, but when you try to live your life well for Krishna, Krishna do the rest. Like they say, you do 1 step, Krishna do 10 steps. So why? What is the bad thing to try to reach to Krishna? We have to try to reach. He do the rest. Can you understand? In the Kali Yuga, is not easy to realize God. You got so much distraction of the mind. People are so disturbed. So Krishna understand when you try to become a servant, he do the rest. In the Satya Yuga, the other age, it was easy. But in the Satya Yuga, in this age, I encourage everybody, just try. Krishna do the rest. Because don't wasting this opportunity of human form for sense gratification. Because this thing can end up any time. And you sense gratify yourself, and while you enjoy and death come behind you, and you're wasting this opportunity of human life. And Srila Prabhupada said, human life in the next life is not all the time promised to us. Because there's so like some people think, some ignorant people think we can only reincarnate as a human. Or some people say we don't reincarnate. Okay. Don't expect you're going to have a human form if you waste it. Because the human form is a gift to Krishna, to Mother Nature, and give it to us. And when we're wasting this opportunity by sense gratification, that is like a suicide. That is like a person taking drugs, drugs. When you're taking drugs, you're killing yourself slowly. So the same thing, a person who uses the human form for sense gratification is a suicide. You commit suicide because in the next life, it's not sure you're going to have this opportunity again. You're going to go to lower spaces. How about that? So we have to be cautious of this gift, because we are not in this animal's body. The animals, they suffer a hellish life. They can get killed anytime by predators. I don't say human, we can die anytime too, but we have the brain. We have the brain to understand the Veda, the scripture. But the animals, they just live by instinct. They die like that. Yeah. They don't go to the spiritual world because they don't have the body for that. They don't have the intelligence for that. And we have this spiritual, this form, who give us the opportunity to go to get out from this jail, because this material world is a prison. We are all in prison. Jail is a jail. We are conditioned by different energy, different things. We are not free. Nothing. Who can tell me you are free? I even don't say completely free, but you are free of what?
Free to be a goofball, Pops. I'm free to be a goofball.
A goofball.
Suffering.
Yeah?
Free to suffer.
Free to suffer. When you become a spiritual person, you're free to not suffer anymore. But when you don't want to go to the next, you don't want to surrender to God, to the person you believe, to the name you believe, so you're going to suffer. When I ask you, who think they not suffer? We all suffer. Srila Prabhupada said, this material world is not a place for a gentleman. It's a place we just come to this material world. The pure devotee, he just come to this material world just to deliver all the conditioned soul. The material world is compared to, everybody about to laugh. The material world is compared to a bathroom. See, I told you, you will laugh. You all laugh. Yeah, compared to a restroom, bathroom. You go to the bathroom, you go to do what you have to do and get out here. So the pure devotee is the highest. He's laughing too. And the pure devotee is a gentleman. He come the highest, come the Guru Kavindavan. He will not enjoy himself in this material world where everybody has to work so hard. The person will say, I don't need God. I got my car, I got my wife, I got my house, I got everything. What do you think about that? They are all fallen soldiers. Anytime when death comes, he conquer all that easy. So now I ask everybody a question. Who think they not suffer? Who think they happy? Silence. This is true, So, by me, and devotee, really a devotee who says with Krishna, is always happy. And Brahma Bhuta Prasadatma is always happy. Is above all these conditions of this physical body. Is under all these things. I got a beautiful Tesla. For a pure devotee, a Tesla is a trash. Did a Tesla going to take you to Goloka Vrindavan? No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. So when the Tesla going to take you to Goloka Vrindavan? When?
The Tesla spiritual master Elon Musk becomes a devotee.
Oh yeah. The spiritual master got to give you the Tesla. The Tesla means the spaceship to go to Krishna. This is the Guru Tesla. the spaceship to go to the spiritual world. So, but we should not be attached to none of these things because everything are temporary. The only thing we can take with us is our bhakti, our love. You can take nothing with you when death comes. Even the most rich person in the world, the billionaire, even the president who gets so much money, so much fame, can take nothing. All these things is nothing compared to death. But when you become a little humble devotee, very humble, you surrender to Krishna, so you no longer attached to all these things. And death is just like I said this is death. No? But for the materialist, death is the worst enemy, it's the worst. Oh no, taking everything from me, taking my wife, taking my desire, taking my sense gratification, everything, taking my man away. But for a devotee, Death is Krishna. It's another form of Krishna. If a person say you're spiritual and you are fear of death, that means you're not spiritual. Something you're doing wrong in your sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti means in your spiritual practice of every day. When you have a program every morning, like the guru, the guru is like a doctor. The doctor gives you the prescription. You follow the prescription, you will be cured. But if you don't follow it, you will still get sick. You know? So we have to follow the prescription. We have to follow the procedure. This way we can attain happiness and be no longer part of this world. That's beautiful. Huh? You live physically in this world, but we're no longer part of this world. Oh my God. It's beautiful. And Peter, what do you think about that? Huh? No longer part of this world. My God. And Krishna is so merciful. Even don't force us to become a pure devotee to not be part of this world. You can don't talk about me, but I see some devotees is so fired up. And not only for 1 week, no, they're so fired up all they practice all their life. They always be so happy and they keep going. Srila Prabhupada said, don't be surprised for those who leave this beautiful association, but be surprised for those after years who there and always happy. That's the one. That's it. So we should always be happy. How to keep this happiness is just follow the procedure. Chant Krishna or chant whatever name you want, but of God, not no. I say don't you not speak. The bona fide name of God, bona fide name of God, and you can chant the name of Jehovah, Jesus Christ, but be serious, because some people say, I am full of that, but they don't follow. They're not honest. Because we don't ask nobody to become a Krishna devotee. Srila Prabhupada, that's the reason Srila Prabhupada becomes so famous. He becomes so powerful. He becomes so worldwide. He was not asking nobody to become Krishna devotee. He was just living his life. That's what they call Acharya. Srila Prabhupada was not only preaching, he was living. A real spiritual person is a person who lives what he says. Like they say in America, okay, you talk a lot, but let me see what you got. Srila Prabhupada, he got a lot. Srila Prabhupada talking a lot, but when he was talking a lot, he was talking about spiritual, how to elevate yourself. Some people talking a lot about S, you know what I mean? S, nothing, but they don't. I did say the name, but they don't show it. They don't live it. They are hypocrite. They are using people. Srila Prabhupada came in spirit like Jesus Christ too. He did present himself like I am God. I am God. I am what is that? You don't need go. You don't know. He said, I am the servant of the servant of the servant. This is how you can tell a great man. A great man is not the one who presents himself, I'm a guru, nobody's after me, or I'm God, something like that. No. Yeah, before you think you're God, you have to become a servant. You know what I mean? We have to become a servant. And we will never become God. We have to become a servant, the servant, the servant. Because we can never become God. We challenge anybody for what Krishna did when he had his pastime on earth. Krishna left the Govardhan here with his. Yes. Who can do that?
Krishna.
Yes. Who else?
Krishna.
Who else?
Still Krishna.
That's it. So that's why you can tell it was Krishna himself. And Krishna himself even don't want his devotee looking like God. He don't want that. Oh my God, this is highest. He don't want that. He just want to be, you love him. Just love me. You love Krishna. Like everybody want to be loved. Yeah, everybody want to be loved. Krishna also want to be loved. But Krishna actually, he don't need I don't say he don't need our love, but he's not suffering. He's not suffering for our love because Krishna can get anything. But the reason he want our love is for us. It's not for himself. We, as conditional soul, we want to be loved. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But some people in this material world, they're mixing love to lust. My guru wrote this book. He said, transforming lust to love. In this material world, people don't know love. Material world, love doesn't exist. Love comes from the spiritual world. People, they say, oh, I'm making love. I'm making love with this man, with this woman. Love. What is that? What is the love about the physical pleasure? This is just physical pleasure, not love. Love is not physical. It's beyond, way beyond the physical body. I'm sorry to talk so long because when you talk a lot, some people get kind of boring. Okay, we want to go. You know, I'm a person. I don't expect to talk too much because I don't have too much realization. When I start talking a lot, I don't know what to say, so I start talking nonsense. But anyway, if you have any question, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you for the nice talk today. So what advice can you give me so I see a lot of clients who are suffering and a lot of pain. Today I woke up and had a really terrible text message from a client. Her son was killed on Monday by a semi-truck ran him over. And I kind of get frozen because my instinct is to say, he's not his body, don't worry about it. But as a mother who has a son that, close to the age of the person that died, like, what do you tell these people that are suffering so dearly in that way, where they lose,
The first man mistake a devotee should not do. When people are in big sufferings, when people are in big sufferings, don't tell them it's because of your karma. This is nonsense. Why do you say that? That is like you say to the person, oh, you deserve it. Yeah. Don't say because of just for me I'm deserve it. No, don't be hypocrite. Just for me I deserve it. So people get hurt. So you should say I'm very sorry about that. Don't even talk about his karma. Don't say that. Because to understand that about the situation about a person who experienced death, you have to say that to a person who understands that the devotee, a spiritual person, but don't say that to a person who don't know nothing about spirituality, nothing about karma. That's blank like that. This is nonsense. That's like this. Talk about that again. This chick in a hospital, she was so arrogant, a young, nothing in her brain. She came to me, sir, you have to start to consider, you have to go for a colon cancer because I'm looking at her, I said, I don't believe that. I don't care. I don't want that. I'm happy. I told her that. And I told her, even, you know what I told her? I said, even I have cancer, I don't care. She was, and the doctor, who was a very nice doctor, he always come to the temple, he went to India, everything. I told him about that. He told me, who's telling them? Who told you something like that? He was so mad. Okay, but he said, we cannot tell people when a person go to sourness like that, you deserve it back. is your karma. No, the translation will say, you serve a person is your karma. That means you deserve it. People get hurt. What kind of preaching that?
So what do you tell them?
So you just tell them, you preach to them. You say, like Sheila Prabhupada always find out, because people are very hard to understand about that, even among the world. You just tell them, I understand, I'm very sorry. First of all, if you want to give a person operation surgery, the doctor put all these things to numb the pain. You have to start talking to the person for sweetness. Say to the person, I'm very sorry about your loss, Anything I can do for you, please let me know. I'm very sorry about that. After that, you start talking about the philosophy, but not about karma. Just tell them, I lost a parents too. Oh, I guess a misery like company. You should tell them, I lost a parents too, yeah? So I understand how you feel. So but we have to understand we are just a passenger, we just going through this war, and we have to go. We have to move on. Expand to the person, and like the Bhagavad Gita say, the deaf person, especially if you go to the right place, is not complaining, is happy. Only the mortal are very disturbed about that. So the Bhagavad Gita says that. So we have to be merciful, expand these people. Death is nothing. It's not too bad. But it's very hard. I'm telling you, it's very hard to encourage a person who just lost a family. That is like, for example, I stab you. How can you not feel the pain? No, it takes time. So death is like you get stabbed, the gun like a gunshot. Wow. So it's very hard to encourage a person about that. But you try. You have to try. You got to show love. Because in the time of sourness like that, it's people they want encouragement, love. How to give them that? If you read the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavad Gita explain you, just teach them, just show them death is just something, another step in life. And explain to this person, we not die. We not die. We never die. It's just the body we have. It's just another body like a dream. When you go to a different dream, you're doing about different body, something like that. It's just a changing body, but the soul himself. Because the reason people are very worried about death is because they don't know what means death. Death is a freedom. Death is a freedom. It's a liberation. But you try the best to convince the people, but I don't think so you can convince them right away. Later, they say time here. And this person, you keep in touch with this person. That is the favor you can give her. Keep in touch with her, call her all the time, encourage her, come this way. After they will feel better. It's not only about what you said, but the time. The time can heal. I answer the best I can, but you're welcome.
Thank you. I just had a couple of thoughts about that. One thing that you said about, said, I understand how you feel. That seems so important because I feel like almost more than anything, we just want to relate with each other, understand, have people understand our feelings,
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing, being there for each other, like if you're able to, obviously not in all situations, but if you're able to say something like, if you need company, if you need someone to be around, because those are two most important things I thought of. Like, I understand how you're feeling, empathy, and then I'm there for you, whether it's a phone call or
Yes.
in person.
That's the way you can coerce it.
Yeah, and then I was thinking as far as like what you're speaking philosophy, because that is like you got to be really subtle, and easy about that. But I was thinking, like you were saying, you could maybe say something like, the Bhagavad Gita from the East, which is very, respected scripture by many intelligent people. God in it says that never was there a time where the soul didn't exist and the individuality, and that we never actually lose each other, like simply and with a little bit of a scripture, and then I also thought of a nice thing. I was talking to a senior devotee in the movement named Ridananda Maharaj, and I was telling him that my skateboard buddy and I would have talks like where we would talk about that is life like a comedy or a tragedy? You know, it seems like it's one or the other. And he said actually it's never a tragedy because we all get Krishna in the end. We all win in the end at some point or another. We all get God, and we all see each other again at some point or another.
Yeah, that's what I was talking at the hospital. I said, I want to go to see my mom. It's not because, like we say in Krishna, should not be attached to the mother and the father. You love them. You should love them, of course, but they no longer, they're dead, so no, but they soul are somewhere else. We don't know the place they are, but they soul are somewhere pleasant or unpleasant, but they're not very in a destination. So I want to go there to become the guru. They can chant Hare Krishna because they used to be very favorable, but they never chant Hare Krishna, they never understood. So I want to help them. And also a guru said that, we used to say that, what is his name? Govinda Maharaj. He used to say, when you never cry by chanting the name of God, you never cry for Krishna. But you have pityness for all these material things. Now when death comes, start moving. That's why you get it. Because you never have the love, the pityness, the not pityness, but the softness for God, the softened heart, the love for God. So you never really experience this love for God. Because when you love somebody, you love somebody, so you develop so much love for this person. Hey, you love this person so much, you're ready to do anything. You cry for a person, anything. So the same thing, if we love, just imagine if we love God, like we love our all belonging, our car, our house, everything. Just imagine if we love God like that. Man, we go to our consciousness spiritually. We no longer affected by things of this, the pettiness of this thing, of this world. We no longer part of this world. So when death comes, we're not like my friend Peter. He has so many people in his family who passed away. He was so. See, that's the way we have to be. So we have to develop your love. What else? Your sentiment, very sentiment for God. And you only get the love. I'll say the only love, but the main person you have to love is Krishna. Like it's when this soul thing in this matter who love dissipate to you, you're not affecting because you love the highest. Because for you, all these things in this world is trash. But you love the highest because you love the highest. If we love the highest, we're not affected by death. But it's not for anybody. You have to be, wow, like Shri. But my friend Peter was saying that he left so many of his family passed away, his brother just passed away, his mother, and everything is, he was not really affected. So
I was thinking that you're talking about the love that you feel for the people that are in our lives, and I was thinking you could maybe tell somebody like that love that they feel like that's how real, that's how much they're still alive in another place, is the love that you feel, and remember how they made you feel and how special and important that is, you know? I was also thinking about, there's the Gita verse where Krishna says, you know, the soul can't be burnt by fire or, you know, drowned by water, by the wind.
Yeah.
And that could be a nice, because it's saying that the soul is always.
You got so many verses in the scripture explain you how to be not understand the soul is not affected by death. The soul cannot be cut, cannot be burned, cannot be drowned, nothing. Only the body. But it's very hard to convince people about that because people all their lives they never know about this science of self-realization. People all their life It's so much onto the body, the love for the body. So when a person always lives a life, like how can you encourage them? It's very hard. The only thing you have to do, say, like you said, anything you want, I'll be there for you. Always be there for this person. The person feel the love, you know.
Yeah.
But don't force them. Don't tell me, oh, the karma. No, don't say that.
And what
Karma is existing, but to understand that, you have to be in certain spiritual level. Some people get angry when we tell them, karma, it's your karma. You say, that was the karma. No, that's not the way. That is like Christian preaching. You go to hell, Jesus. That's not, no, you don't preach like that.
what I love too is that depending on how much you believe in Krishna, Krishna and Krishna consciousness is outside of time and space,
Yes.
So like with doing something like kirtan, you could also say, we have this practice where we chant. I don't know how much they know about it, but like it's considered to be very potent by many people, and we could do, a kirtan dedicated to them. Or I've also had family who knew people that, unfortunately Hare Krishna took their lives, and I got a picture of them because once again, like outside time and space, obviously a person's picture is not the same as, pure devotee like Prabhupada and Mahaprabhu, but I've heard that there's still the same kind of idea. So I've taken a picture, and when we've had a fire, one happened right before there was a fire yagya, which is considered to be very special and help bless, So I've taken a picture and had it, on a cushion, like they were present there. And, you could, that's something that's so cool about Krishna culture, I've always thought, is that we have things like fire yagya, where, you could have one in someone's honor. And because however much you believe Krishna consciousness is outside time and space, this can still help that person, even though they're not physically here right now, So there's
she's my client, so she had to meet up, and she knows about Krishna. So I think that, and she wanted to, this is funny thing, but she wanted to do a fire yagya a while ago, and it never connected with her in that way. So
Yeah, give them a small book, or just listen to the teaching of Srila Prabhupada and others. Because that's all you can do. You try the best. You can never convince a person who just lost a parents to become, pacified. No, this thing is hurtful. Even some Krishna devotee, everyone who lost a dear family, it's very hard. It's very hard, Even my mother being passed away for so long, I'm a Christian devotee for many years. Even I heard about the philosophy, but I still mourning for her. But my mourning for her is more spiritual. Because she was such a nice mother. I used to kiss her all the time. I said, Mom, I love you so much. If you do pass away, what I will do? She told me, marry me then. So funny. My mother, she was very comedian. I got that from her. My mother and my father, it was very comedian. So I got that from her,
And the more we become a devotee, so to speak, the more we help our family, right?
Yeah.
So
you didn't have a fork.
that's, obviously you can't just say that right off the bat, to someone who's had a loss. But it's true, it's there in the scriptures, that the more we become a devotee, the more we help everyone around us and our family. So
Help humanity. Yeah.
everything's inspiring us.
A devotee is the best friend to humanity. We are the best friend. I mean devotee, a spiritual person is the best friend. So anybody have any comment? Any question? Yeah? Okay.
But someone's covering me. I just wanted to say, also, there were two things that reminded me of your Guru days. One was how you were explaining about the love. I remember listening to a lecture from him where he was saying a lot of people are suffering because they want to give love, but they're not giving love to the right person or to the right source. They want to give love to their things or, to some kind of love interest or something. But when we give love to Krishna, to God,
Yes.
then we feel the satisfaction.
That's right.
Then we feel that actual satisfaction of the soul. I think it was what you were saying.
But love is not giving to anybody, and love also to give love to somebody. Do you have love for yourself? I mean, do you have love for God? If you have love for God, that means you have love for yourself and you have a love for humanity. The love is not, it don't belong to this material world. Srila Prabhupada said that. Love don't belong. What belongs to this material world is lost. Everybody are lost here about the beauty. Something is beauty. A nice car, a nice everything. Lost. But when the real love, you're developing by spiritual practice. You know, the world love comes from the spiritual world. You know that? That's something. It did not come from me. It comes from the Vedas. The Vedas say love comes from the spiritual world. There's no love in this material world. All the love is lost. The men say, "Oh, I love it. I want to make love to her." See, you can tell people don't know what mean love. It's lost. I'm sorry to talk about that kind of ghost, but that's true. The real love is not the physical. The real love is with God, the soul, with the supreme soul. That's how we can save the world. You know?
And also, the other thing it reminded me of was that he has his book, Die Before Dying.
I'm sorry. You leaving,
He's gonna
brother?
be back. No, he's just moving his truck.
Okay.
Your guru's book, Die Before Dying,
Yes.
where it's like living kind of to prepare to move on, to leave this body, this material world, as opposed to like getting ready to, how can I really root myself into this material world?
Mm-hmm.
How attached can I become? But the opposite of preparing to let go, to be able to move on. Or like, I don't know if it was him, but someone saying like preparing for your next life, for your next
Yeah. Yeah.
step.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's moving his car.
So
I'm just gonna leave this here for us.
So actually, that's all. So actually, what you just said is very interesting. And Srila Prabhupada in the scripture says that this life, like a life's life, this life, preparing for the next life. So if you live this life spiritual, that means in the next life, you're going to be a spiritual person. But if you never live this life for the next life, it's spiritual, you're going to born again in whatever guna you was controlled. If you was controlled by passion, you're going to take birth on the man of passion. If you was a ignorance, karma, you're going to take birth on the animals. If you're a spiritual person, you can take birth on spiritual beings. If you're a Krishna, you can take, you know. So we have to prepare this life. Is that why I said we should not focus on about things of this world. We have to move on. We can just move it. We can use it, but to elevate yourself for Krishna, because nothing belongs to us. Who can take anything with them when they?
Me?
Okay.
Thank you, me.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, I
kind.
don't wanna do
That's
that.
so kind. She's so kind.
Well,
But
That also
I
means
took
that
him
I'm
in my
gonna kill you if I die, right?
I was gonna say, apparently I took him in the one dream I had, where again, I'm sad because I'm a mom. I'm like, oh no, I don't have my kids, I'm so sad. Oh wait, there's Papa doing kirtan, holding up the line.
Yeah.
Can't even die, I'm waiting for Papa.
That's the reason I love to be on one here, because I feel devotee give me so much love and I don't deserve it because I'm such a rascal. I like to.
We love you because you're a rascal.
Thank you. Krishna was a rascal too, huh? Krishna, the little rascal, the cartoon. But I'm not Krishna.
I'm gonna stop this now. You can eat,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
It's in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have anything,
I have a few, just